does perfect even mean? Is there even such a thing? Ooh, can we switch up all the rules and imagine a utopia? Darling, I'm just so fed up with these expectations. They keep weighing me down. My heart is begging me to get the hell out of my head. I'm gonna live inside the upside down for a minute and pretend, honey, I'm a perfect 10. Whoa, whoa, honey, I'm a perfect 10. Whoa, whoa, and if I say it enough, it gets ingrained in my head, and I start to see, honey, I'm a perfect 10. Honey, I'm a perfect 10. Whoa, honey, I'm a perfect 10. Honey, I'm a, yeah. Yeah, I'm disgusted with myself, and I'm disgusted with the way we're told to have a certain face, a certain weight, because we aren't pixels on a screen. No, we're human, we breathe. Every single thing we see curated, it's overrated. These expectations, they keep weighing me down. My heart is begging me to get the hell out of my head. I'm gonna live inside the upside down for a minute and pretend, honey, I'm a perfect 10. Whoa, honey, I'm a perfect 10. Whoa, and if I say it enough, it gets ingrained in my head, and I start to think, honey, I'm a perfect 10. Honey, I'm a perfect 10. Whoa, honey, I'm a perfect 10. Honey, I'm a, yeah.
And good morning, folks. And who's this guy? Hey, LA. How you doing? Yeah, this guy's back streaming, LA. Just started 2 weeks ago.
Hey, good news. Our new night route was so successful that the city's decided to support us with a new bus. Let's assign it to one of our existing routes.
Haven't been here in a while. Yeah, I haven't been streaming in a while. I was I was off for my stream was basically, I didn't stream for 8 months, long story short. So I just started streaming again 2 weeks ago. But good to see you. How you doing? Yeah, a little earlier than I normally stream. But I started playing this Bus Sim 21 on Friday, and doing okay with it so far. I'm kind of enjoying it, so I felt like streaming a little bit more of it. And kind of an off time for me, but you know, now that I'm back, I don't know really what my my schedule's going to be. So far, I've still been kind of doing weekend streams like before my hiatus, but you know, that might change. I'm not really sure. All right, so let me see. What you been up to, LA? Still doing, still playing a lot of AMSI? All right, so we got a new bus to assign. So I have a Citaro G. It says assign your route network to increase revenue. Drive any route till you get a payday. Excuse me. Nothing. Haven't touched AMSI in a long time. 2 months. Wow. Yeah, I haven't driven any AMSI in a while either. Matter of fact, nobody in our bus company is driving right now. I think everybody kind of lost interest. Although that reminds me, since you brought that up, we have LA. Do you know the Hillsman? He was on my stream Friday night, and he asked if he could drive some routes for our company. So you do know him, yeah. Yeah, he's an AMSI maniac. He drives it like 6, 7, 8 hours a day. But he asked, could he drive some routes for our company? I was like, sure. Nobody else is driving, so that reminds me, I need to add him to the company roster. Been busy working IRL. Okay, good. Glad to hear you're busy. All right, so let's see here. We got a new route that does not have a bus, so I need to assign the bus to this route, I think. So yeah, bus driving is fun. Are you doing bus driving IRL, LA? All right, how do I know what bus is on which route though? You are? Oh, okay, GG. I didn't know that. I did not know that. That's cool. What kind of bus you drive in real life, LA? Like what model, you know, brand and model? Let me try the garage. Maybe from the garage I can tell what routes. Iveco. Oh, you drive Ivecos. Okay. Cool. All right. So I'm still trying to sort out how everything works as far as the interface and management and everything. I'm still really new at this. You drive Crossway High Floors, 2013s, and you got one for 2019, but you prefer the 2013. Okay. So no low floor models like this. All right, also, you know what? I could stand to paint this bus. This is our #1 bus. And, all right, so the question is, how do I switch buses? I'm looking at one, but how do I... Oh, here we go, change bus. Okay, that's the one I painted Friday. You do have them too, but you don't drive those. Okay. Alright, so all I have to do is say change bus. And then... Okay, so it groups them by model. Bus loads, bus type, engine type. Oh, okay, so I can sort them. Now, this is my new bus. You have a Crossway LE 2013 and one 2019. Okay. Wow, that's a pretty long bus. What is that? 18 meters. Diesel bus. Wow, look at the capacity on this one. 117 standing, 40 seated. Man, that's like... Alright, what does this hold? The Sotero Ks. They're... 60 standing, 26 seated. So that's a lot. Still, it's 86 versus 157. Jesus, that's a monster. We don't got any 18 meters or 15 meters. Only 13, 12, and 12.8s. Okay. Yeah, I would imagine driving something like this, you need special training, right? Being articulated. Alright, but on that note, let me paint these buses. Okay, so when we bought this first bus, we didn't really get a chance to do anything with it on Friday, so let me see if I can paint it. Now, I didn't have that many colors to choose from, and I still don't. Alright. Your roads aren't designed for 15 and 18 meters, okay. Alright, so we painted one kind of this purple bluish color, violet or whatever. These other colors don't really impress me. But, you know what, let's just make it green just to change it up a little bit. And then secondary colors kind of, who cares?
Hey, Coral! Coral!
How about them bears?
The Bears! The Bears!
Einmal kurz Strecke bitte. Kurz Strecke bitte.
Coral!
No, we haven't seen him yet. Matter of fact, I have an open challenge to the community to see if we can identify somebody to, you know, nominate to be the Manfred / Carl in this game. But we haven't picked a worthy candidate yet. We do have a new Mrs. Peabody, but she looks different than she did even than the one we picked in Bus Sim 18. She looks younger, even though you can tell it's her because her voice. But yeah, in this one they have a lot more character models than they had in Bus Sim 18. Alright, so I haven't unlocked any of my logos. All I really want is the corporate logo. I want this. I want that Ace of Spades logo that we were using in Bus Sim 18. But apparently I have to unlock it. So I don't know what that takes. Alright, but in the meantime, I guess I'll just hand paint this. Or actually, you know what? No, it's essentially the first bus. I'll just paint it like I did the other one. I'll just make it a little bit different. I don't really know how these colors work. It's kind of weird. Let me start that over, because when it started out, it had kind of a non-color. I'd really just like to leave it that on this bus. Let me change the secondary. Try that, I guess. So yeah, Olay, if you see anybody that looks like a worthy candidate, just let me know. We'll nominate that guy. But you know, even in Bussum 18, Manfred was not a. We didn't nominate a Manfred. He's I guess he's kind of one of a kind. It was not hard. It was not easy to find a replacement of him. Oh, you know what? I didn't modify the interior on my other bus. I forgot that you could do that. So I have to remember to do that. Oh, wonderful. Oh, wait. Alright, so we'll go with that for now until I can unlock more stuff. Oh, you can put ad wraps on now. Okay, I didn't see that before. But we can also change the interior, which I didn't do last time. I didn't realize I could. I think we'll go with that, since we got a green bus. Should kind of match. Wow, that cost us 66K. Or, yeah, 6K. Alright. That looks okay. You know what, let me do our second bus, because we repainted that last time, but I didn't do anything with the interior. See if I can do something with that. I can't really see what that actually looks like. Not super crazy about some of these. Green bus, eco-friendly. Yeah. Actually, you know what? They do have e-buses in this game. as well as CNG buses. I mean, we have CNG buses in Bus Sim 18 also, but this one, there's a lot of e-buses. I mean, a lot of them. But I'm not high enough level to have any of them unlocked yet. Since the exterior is kind of blue, maybe I'll just pick that. Maybe I'll just leave it the way it is. Can I get any closer? I cannot. I just want to see what this one looks like, but I can't really tell. Alright, I don't think I'm going to spend any money to change the interior. I'm just going to leave it the way it is. But then we got our brand new bus that we just got awarded by the city, apparently. So Sotaro G, and I have to put this on a route. So, okay, I forgot. I was trying to figure out how do I know which bus is on which route. Oh, it tells me right here. So this is on Route 1. This is on Route 3. So I guess I can put this on Route 2. How do I do that, though? Well, first let's see if we can get it painted. Yeah, same kind of lame colors that we had. Let's look at some of these wraps, though. Got a lot of wraps unlocked. These aren't bad. So our city is called Angel Shores. This one seems to be named for that. This one also says Angel Shores. That's kind of interesting. I think Oakwood is one of the neighborhoods in the city. Hey, good morning, Cyan. Good afternoon, Cyan. Doing a quick calculation on the clock. That looks interesting. How's your day going, Cyan? And also, you know what? How is your name actually pronounced? Is it more like Cyan or is it like Sayan? Or Sayan, or, you know. I like to make sure I say things accurately. I thought I saw some ad wraps also. Let me take a look at that. Oh, they're all locked. I don't have advertisements available yet. Okay. Now, how do I turn that off? Oh, I just click that and it turns the wrap off. Okay. You know, for a paint shop, it's kind of dark in here. They could add a little bit more lighting in this building. You know, I think I'll just try one of the wraps. Kind of like this Angel Shores wrap, I think. I think we'll go with that. Alright, that costs us $1,000, which is actually not bad considering the bus is pretty big. Alright, we'll go with that. And let me see about the interior. So we got the default interior. Maybe I'll try this one that I can't really see what it is. Might be a good opportunity to see what it actually looks like. Wow, just the interior change cost $6 grand? Really? Or am I reading that wrong? I'm not really sure. You know what? Let me cancel and come back out of there. I want to see. It is in the afternoon there? Okay. Say in. Say in. Yeah, it's still morning here. It's only 10:30. So, say in. I should say it like that? Is that correct? Yes, say in. Okay. All right, thank you. Thank you for the correction. I like to make sure that I address people as they wish to be addressed. You know what I mean? So say in. Say in. I got it. All right, so let's see about customizing. So we know we're going to put this wrap on it. All right, so that's $1,000. And then the interior, if I change to this, well, any interior change is an additional $5,000, it looks like. Okay, so if I just do the exterior, it's $1,000. Do I want to spend that money? I got $115K in the bank. You know what? Why not? I mean, as soon as we drive one route, we'll make it right back. So we'll go with that. I think it looks pretty good. I like it. I don't know if I like the interior yet, but I guess we won't know till I actually get into it and see it. Alright, so we still have $109K in the bank. Now, how do I assign this to a route? Still trying to figure that out. So saying we have a new bus that the city just awarded us. How do I'm trying to figure out how do I actually put it on the route. If you know, let me know. So I know I want to put it on Route 2. How do I do it? Is it this or no? Assign your Sataro G to your route network to increase revenue. Right, but how? How do I do that? Let's see, maps and routes. Select route 2. Info. Let me see. Garage. bus. How do I do this? So I see our two buses that are already out. That's the Route 1. That's the Route 3. So the Route 2 is which? Is the Route 2? No. This is the Route 2. No, it's Route 1. Is it Route? That's the Route 2. Sand says, just played a little bit of Bus 7. Will be learning from me. Did I check the route timetable? No, I don't think I did. Switch timetable view. Okay. Assign bus 0 of 3. Right, so how do I assign the bus is the question. Don't know. Let me see, maybe if I just drive it and it'll ask me? Click the plus in the timetable. Alright. Let's see. Select route 2. Boy, I forgot how I got there. Oh, client timetable's here. Click the plus. Oh, full-time bus. Peak time bus. Oh, there we go. Got it. Thanks, Ian. All right, we're going to add that. Sign buses 1 of 3. Okay, we got it. Thank you. All right. All right, so that checks off that objective. We've assigned the bus to the route. Yeah, that wasn't intuitive at all. Kind of guessed it. Yeah, thank you. Sometimes it takes two pair of eyes to figure it out, right? All right, drive any route. I think we'll drive that one. Give it a try.
Oh, hey.
Good guess.
Would you care to check some tickets?
I would care to drive. Let's let her get to a stop and then I'll drive. Man, this is a long sucker. I guess I might as well check tickets, huh?
Of course. Here you go.
Wait a second.
Sure thing.
There.
Hold on. Here. Here you go.
Where is it? Ah, here you go. Oh no, I forgot it.
Busted.
What? Oh, here you go. You saw my ticket already.
Sorry. Alright, one deadbeat. Looks like we're in Chinatown. If you join a multiplayer session on Bus, will you make money as the other player? I don't know. I'm not sure. I haven't done any multiplayer yet. hopefully we get to give it a try sometime. Yes, Ann, if I catch you online, I'll drive with you sometime. We can try it out. Oh, okay, so I can look at the new interior now. So the floor is nice, but the seats are kind of plain. That would be cool, yeah. Yeah, I would definitely be down to do that. I have a lot of people that ever since I started streaming always ask me to join in multiplayer sessions, and I've never had time. But I have more time now. So, yeah, that would be cool. I'd be looking forward to that. Alright, how far before we get to our stop? Where are we headed anyway? I don't know where we are. She's driving, but I don't know where we are. Is this us here? Yeah. Where's our next stop? Oh, she's heading for stop number 1. I see. She got a long way to go. It's way over here. Well, if we're gonna do that, I'm gonna drive. Hey, you know what? Let me drive, lady.
Oh, a break. That's great.
All right. Let's see where we are. All right, that's that view. That. All right, we should be good. Put in gear. And let's go. Could probably stand and adjust my seat a little bit. If I can remember how to do that. So I can't really see the gauges very well. Alright, so our first stop should be coming up. Alright, so this bus is a little bit different in that I manually have to engage kneeling.
Better than that. Wow, awesome. Look at that. Our income keeps rising with every bus we add to our route network. This will allow us to keep expanding.
Ever been to Oakwood, dear? It's a great district. Very lively, even more so at night. I'm sure that the residents of Highlander Park will love to be able to get there by bus.
Trish and I talked about starting with a connection between Highlander Park and Oakwood. The Chinese restaurants are very popular. People eat at them to enjoy the great food and then travel back to their workplace afterwards. There's certainly demand for a well-balanced route.
Alright, so we got a lot of new stats for me to assimilate. I guess I'll figure this stuff out later. Alright, so what do you want me to do now?
We'll get to my stop soon. Nature's calling.
Okay, so I have new objectives now. Alright, so we got to make a new route between these neighborhoods
you
and
can't not like them.
drive it, I guess. Okay, we're up to 154K already now. So I do have enough money to buy another bus. I guess I can put a new bus on that route. Excuse me. What do you need, dude? Oh, you need a ticket? Well, he did need a ticket. I guess he doesn't anymore. Got tired of waiting for me, huh?
Here you go. Wait a second. There.
Okay.
Where is it? How often do you want to see it?
You saw my ticket already.
Did
You asked me already. I already showed it. Why are you asking me again? I already showed you my ticket.
Alright, so they want me to pop open the map and lay in a new route, but I think I want to drive the route first. Kind of get used to our new bus. Alright, I notice I can't see my side view mirror in this bus as well as I can in the Sataro K's. I might have to see if I can turn on the external or the mirror views.
Alfonso seems to be busy. He's not picking up his phone.
Faster! I have an appointment!
Just one ticket, please.
Just one more workday and I'm off.
Thank you. Hey.
Tomorrow is my first presentation in front of the board at work. I'm already a bit nervous.
Alright, let me see something. I know there is a mirror view. Would it be here or maybe here? Here we go. Left and right mirrors you can have. Let me try that. Okay, now I get mirror cameras. That should help. I don't know if I need the right one though. But let's drive and see.
Yesterday I was at Francesco's. You know the new Italian restaurant?
So we get the same kind of mirror views like we have, for example, in the truck simulators. It'd be handy if I had like a hotkey to turn them on and off like you do in Truck Simulator.
I overslept again yesterday. No, she was not at all pleased. Okay, bye.
Bad stopping position, really? Well, considering I'm driving an 18-meter bus, looks okay to me.
My grandson is so well behaved.
Alright, I see. I don't need that right mirror. Because I kind of get an external view.
So tired.
When I pop the doors.
Need coffee.
Alright, let me see if I can change that. Quest HUD. Okay, so I don't have to have the objectives on all the time. How about we change that? I don't think I need that on all the time. Let's try that. Ambient assignment HUD. What is that? Huh. I'm not sure the difference between these two. Alright, that's okay.
Watching the sea lions get fed is always fun. I love the way they try to catch fish.
Oh, stop nagging me about the wipers. I know how to use the wipers. Oh, stop. That's annoying. This way. Okay.
Hey. Should we go to the movies tonight? I'll look up what's on and call you back. Yep, okay, bye.
My daughter works at Samsung. She really likes it there.
Oh, I missed my turn. Do I dare back it up?
It's my hair. It's constantly growing.
No, probably not. Not in this thing. Oh, there's our other bus. Now you want me to go this way. Is it one way?
I'll never go to that farm outside town again. I was chased by a goose who haunted me menacingly. It was the scariest thing of my life.
Hang on. What's going on with my camera here?
I'll never go on foot again. Taking the bus is just so much fun.
Why are you... That was weird. There was a little bug in my camera. It kept making me look left. That's strange. Still some bugs. Hey, dude. That dude just ran into me. to...
Hello.
Dude needs the rent.
Ticket, please.
You can wait.
I shouldn't have played Drone Swarm all weekend.
Alright, what do you need, lady? Regular week.
Thank you.
Yeah, whatever.
Just one ticket, please.
I'm thinking of composing a new tune for the piano. It's my mother's birthday soon. She'd love that.
There it is.
Here.
Sure thing.
Where is it? Ah, here you go.
Of course. Of course. Here you go.
Sorry to interrupt your nap, dude.
I'm so excited for the All the Things concert next week. I can't believe I managed to get tickets. We're late. Hurry up.
Bus stop ready for upgrade. This can be done via the map screen. Okay. So this is the last stop? Yes. Alright, so that's one full route. So nobody, I guess unlike Bus Sim 18, nobody leaves trash on these buses, which is nice. Alright, so let's give that bus to an AI driver and let them take over. Alright, cool, not bad. Oh, we're at the police department. So yeah, unlike Bus Sim 18, we actually have cops in this game. Alright, so they got some route mapping they want me to do. Alright, so what do I need? Perfectly balanced route between Oakwood, West Oakwood, and Highlander Park. Alright, so this is Oakwood, kind of, what's that, to the southwest. West Oakwood is to the due west. Highlander Park is to the north. Okay. Alright, so let's see. Create route. Press demand to view the supply and demand values of bus stops. Oh, they said something about I could upgrade bus stops too. And hey, Steve. Welcome, Steve. How you doing? All right, guys, real quick while we're here, while I have a break from bus driving, shout out to Stephen Wiley, who, Steve, I haven't caught your stream in a little while. Looks like recently you were doing SnowRunner. Okay. And also, let me make sure I'm pronouncing it correctly. Also, a shout out to our friend Sayin 10133, who I believe is kind of lurking, trying to do some learning from me playing this a little bit. Oh, you're welcome. Thanks for the shootout. Shootout would be fun too. But yeah, I heard somebody call Sayin on my stream, I think Friday night. What do you call him? Professor No Hood or Dr. No Hood, one of the above. Because he drives Train Sim World with basically HUD free all the time. Excuse me. All right. So let's see. We have to lay a brand new route. Steve, have you just recently started playing SnowRunner, or you been playing that for a while? Bussim 21, yeah, I just started playing it Friday night. You refunded after 25 minutes? Ah, okay. Did you have a lot of bugs and crashes and stuff? Because I bought it Tuesday, but I didn't technically start playing it until Friday. And when I first loaded it up, it basically kept crashing. And long story short, I figured out that it was only crashing in the main menu. So once I could start a new game, like I'm in now, I was able to play it. But if I just sat on the top level main menu, it just kept crashing, which is weird. It'll still do that. If I back all the way out to the main menu now, it'll crash within seconds. So it's still got some bugs. But I mean, I'm enjoying it so far. I mean, but yeah, Friday I wasn't even sure I was going to be able to, stream it, because it kept crashing like that. All right, let's see. So, okay, they want me to look at demand regardless. Do I care? I don't care what the demand is. I just want to lay the route. All right, bus stops either supply or demand passengers. To create perfectly balanced routes, you have to have the same amount of demand and supply in your route. To start your new route, select a bus stop in Oakwood. You haven't had bugs or anything, but I tell you what was bugging me, the 500 MMC sounding like a star. Oh, okay. Gotcha. And you had SnowRunner for a while on PC. Oh, okay. All right, so route demand. Do I really care? That's almost like making me do math. I just want to place bus stops, so I'm going to do math. All right, so first I need a stop in Oakwood. All right. Now I need a stop in West Oakwood. The route is not balanced. It will operate at a reduced capacity. All right, whatever. So I can route here or here. Let's try here. All right. Now I need a stop in Highlander Park. Let's do that. And now I need a stop And back in Oakwood. So for me to try to figure out what's balanced and what isn't, so what I need, a pink route basically, a pink stop? Call me a sound nerd, but I just couldn't justify paying £30 for a game with buses each having generic sounds. Gotcha. Hopefully they managed to record some proper sounds for the MMC. Okay. COVID could have gotten away of all that. Yeah. So on SnowRunner, you just use an Xbox controller. The wheel was too much. Oh, okay. Yeah, it looks like the easiest route. We'll just do that. And then what? Now, it doesn't tell me how many stops I can have. Could I add another stop if I wanted to? Well, you know, one thing I didn't do is I didn't go through Chinatown. How do I remove a stop? Do I just re-click it again? Oh, okay. Let's see. So if I... How do I do this? This takes me through Chinatown. Or actually, I can go through here and still go through Chinatown. That's City Hall. I mean, they said before they wanted a route to go through Chinatown, and I didn't really... I don't have one yet. Steve says, don't get me wrong, though, the amount of buses you get in this game actually is not a bad of a deal. Yeah, may repurchase at some point. Yeah, and we also have a lot of alternative fuel buses in this one. We have, well, we had CNG buses in Bus Sim 18 also, but this one there's a lot of e-buses too. I mean, I don't have any of them unlocked yet. I'm still too low level, I guess. But yeah, I like it so far. I think it's I don't think it's anywhere near as bad as the reviews that first came out that first day, those first couple hours. I mean, it got badly review bombed, as far as I'm concerned. I don't think it deserved it. How did I do that? Oh, it's changing direction somehow. You tried a few out in sandbox mode. Oh, okay. Oh, I didn't realize it was a sandbox mode. I have to learn how to do that. Notice all bad reviews. Yeah. I mean, it was like within the first couple hours after it came out, that's all it had was bad reviews. And people were talking about it was broke, it was unplayable, all this kind of stuff, but I mean, it's not unplayable. Who are you? All right. Let me see if I can do this and then Can I add another route?
Seefahrtzwangsbremsung. Seefahrtzwangsbremsung.
How do I... Can I just drag these routes? Like, for example, can I put this right before route stop 3? No. It used to be in Bus Sim 18 I could just drag and drop these to reorder my stops. I don't see how to do that here. I'm sure there's a way to do it, I just can't see it. Switch platform. Switch platform? See, oh, that is what I want? Wait. Oh, platform means direction of travel, I see. But what I want to do is I want to reorder these stops. I guess I can't do it without deleting it and redoing it. Alright, well, I'll just do that. Or can I just... I tell you what, let me just back up, start over. So there's my route 1 and 2. Now if I add this one, is that the one I wanted? It is. Well, the demand changed that quick. It wasn't that demand originally. You see the number next to them, 1, 2, 3, 4, etc. Yeah. But can I edit that without, you know... Oh, I see. Oh, there it is. I see it now. Thank you, Steve. I got it. Okay, so if I right-click it, that changes the platform, so to speak. But if I click these arrows, that changes the order. Okay. Well, that's not entirely intuitive, but, alright, I got it now, I think. Alright, so if I do that and then that... But now I need... kind of like this, this, this. But I'm now not balanced. Balance is kind of annoying. I don't know if I like that. Alright, so I need to be balanced. I'd need one more of these blue stops. Like this, for example. But I have to move that up to number 5. Like that. Now it's balanced. Except direction is messed up. Whoops, I didn't mean to do that. Screwed that up. Alright, so this interface is taking me some getting used to. Alright, let's try that. And then if I change direction on these... Oh, I see. I can't come through here easily and then get right out and hit this one. Yeah. Alright, tell you what. Let's drop this one, which is my number. Let's drop that. And then Then drop one other one. Let's drop unless I can pick this one up. Well, that's out of my territory. Actually, no, it's not. Wait a minute. This one's out of my territory. That's the wrong one. All right, that would work. All right, so I start here. That's 2. That's 3. That's 4. That's 5. That's 6. And then we could loop back to this one. All right, so where is this? This is West Oakwood. This is Highlander Park. So I need Oakwood, West Oakwood, and Highlander Park is what I'm trying to cover. Alright, this one is still in Oakwood. I could do this. I had this by accident before. That's out of my territory. Oh, there's 2 sides of City Hall. I see. That's why I got confused. I didn't realize there were 2 of them. Alright, so let me see. Suppose I added... Suppose I added this back. Stop doing that. Don't do that. I'm trying to look at stuff. Put that there. Alright, and then... Can I pick up this blue station? This one, maybe? Suppose I did that. That would kind of work. Yeah, it's just kind of a, I don't know. Kind of a tricky turn there. Let me think. What if I made that the second stop? How about that? That might work. Hello, Druggy! LTNS? Steve said, I'm waiting for the London update to come out for OMSI. Supposed to increase the dreadful FPS. Oh, really? Okay. Sorry, I missed that. Oh, long time no see, right. Yeah, long time no stream until two Sundays ago now. I just started streaming again. I had taken a medical hiatus. So I didn't stream for 8 months, basically. But I'm back. How you doing, Druggy? Good to see you. ADR says, and hello ADR. Says, I try to prioritize right turns. It makes the route go faster. Yeah. Yeah, I try to avoid left turns if I can. Which was kind of hard to do in Bus Sim 18 because sometimes when you drive the reverse route, then all your right turns become left turns, you know. But in this one, it seems like you're driving loops. So it doesn't seem like you're doing reverse routes very often. An old UPS or FedEx delivery trick. Okay. Yeah, it makes sense, that's for sure. Druggy said, just had the most terrifying few weeks of your life. You and Katie both got COVID. Oh, sorry to hear that. She's pregnant and she ended up with COVID pneumonia. Oh, wow. Had to be intubated for 10 days. Came off the ventilator Monday. She's being moved to physical rehab tomorrow, where you can visit her. Oh, wow, man. Yeah, that is terrifying. Good luck to her in her rehab. Also, congratulations. I didn't know she was pregnant. Yeah, good luck with that. You got really sick too. So dehydrated, blood pressure was 60/40. Oh God. She's already walking down the hallway with a walker where she's at. Okay, good. Yeah, that's pretty scary, man. ADR says, just finishing up Sunday church online to make my mom happy. Okay. Yeah, exactly. Good question. How you feeling now, Druggy? All right. Stress beyond what you can handle. I hear that. A few breakdowns and you're both having nightmares, but alive and moving forward. She'll be home in 10 days. Okay, that's good. Yeah, I've heard some COVID nightmare stories up till now. Luckily, I don't know anybody that personally that I've lost from COVID. You finally tested negative, but the effects are lingering. Horrible fatigue, really bad cough. Okay. Yeah, they have what they call the COVID long haulers who have, you know, symptoms persisting for like months. But hopefully, you know, you won't suffer from that, I hope. Yeah, and I guess with Katie being isolated, that had to be doubly tough, right? Didn't have a vaccine, was waiting for FDA approval. Okay. She was away on a ventilator and I was home alone sick, trying to cope. Gotcha. Yeah, I had the Moderna myself back in, well, I got my second shot in June. So, yeah, I don't know if you knew, Druggy, I was on my medical hiatus because I had been, for the last couple of years, long story short, I've been fighting prostate cancer. So I had some treatments earlier this year, you know, surgery and radiation finally, to deal with that because my condition had escalated at the end of last year. That's why I was on active surveillance for, I got diagnosed 2 years ago. I was on active surveillance for the first year. Last year, my condition got worse, so they recommended aggressive treatment. So early this year, I went through surgery, radiation to deal with that. But while I was in radiation and all that kind of stuff, doctors advised me not to get the vaccine until I was through my course of treatment. But yeah, as soon as I was done with that course of treatment, I would have got it as soon as I could, but early in the year the demand was so high I had to wait a while before I could get an appointment. But yeah, I got it as soon as I could. ADR says I got my second shot, Moderna, in April. Okay, yeah, I had the Moderna too. Yeah, and I understand people waiting for FDA approval and those type of things, but for me, it was like the sample size at that point was so big, I was like, well, what else am I waiting for, you know? So, what's the FDA going to tell me that I can't already figure it out, you know? So yeah, I'm glad I got it, even though now they're talking about we might need 8-month boosters. So we'll see. But, you know, as far as I'm concerned, it was a modern medical miracle that we got vaccines in a year, you know, development to delivery within a year, whereas they normally take 5 years on average to develop a new vaccine. So to me, that's a friggin' miracle, you know. But, you know, the mRNA technology is some new stuff, you know. This is the first, you know, time they really had a chance to show off their stuff. Ole says, speaking of vaccines, I got 2 different ones. Oh, did you? So that means I'm not fully vaccinated in some places, in other countries, which requires you need 2 of the same. Gotcha. Driggy says, I'm sorry, you missed it. You said you're worried about getting a vaccine while pregnant? Yeah. San said you're waiting for your second shot this week of Pfizer, but you need to get a tooth extracted tomorrow. Okay. And Driggy says your little girl's due December 21st. Okay, cool. And ADR says, my dad works in a homeless shelter and got his first, so he was fine, so he went. Okay. Yeah, I mean, by the time I got mine, everybody I knew had already gotten theirs. It's just I was late getting in line, number one, because of my radiation treatment. And number two, because demand was just so high, it was impossible for me to get an appointment for almost 2 months. But once I got the appointment, they kind of had everything working like clockwork. And now, I mean, here you can literally walk into the local supermarket and get a vaccine like right there. So demand is, supply rather, is finally caught up. Do you know if the service for this is a cross-play? I don't know, actually, ADR. I don't actually know. The vaccines won't stop you from getting it, but they will mitigate it and keep you out of the hospital, right? Yeah. And you know what, Drugi, it's kind of discouraging here because, like, our county has one of the highest vaccination rates in the country. So right after, once I kind of got through my, the 2 weeks after your second shot period, most people kind of, weren't wearing their masks anymore. But then the guidelines came out that, well, even if you're vaccinated, and technically you can still carry it. Right. Even if you don't get quote unquote infected, you can still carry it and give it to somebody else who's not inoculated still. So we ended up, long story short, going back to wearing masks indoors here. So that's like the local request for our Department of Health and, most local businesses. So we're back to masks, indoors. Even though I still see a lot of people who refuse to wear a mask, period, but, whatever. I mean, I don't wear a mask. I mean, I don't wear a mask because I'm worrying about me contracting something from someone else. I'm technically wearing a mask to protect others, is what I'm trying to do. Let me see, what else did I miss? Drugi said, I just found out 2 people I used to work with died on the ventilator in the last month. Oh, that's horrible. I'm sorry to hear that, man. I consider Katie and I very, very lucky, yeah. The worst part about it all is that this has been politicized. You're exactly right. This is the absolute worst part of it, for sure. It's frustrating, too, man, because, I mean, the facts are all there. I mean, people, as adults, you can still make your own decisions. Like you said, you were worried about, you know, her pregnancy, and those were, you know, the overriding concerns, you know, for you guys. But people can have all the facts and still, you know, not make the best decisions. So, because politics, right? I don't know. But I try not to talk about politics too much on my stream, so I'm not going to go down that rabbit hole. Katie's at a hospital in Orlando right now. Amazing hospital of Orlando's code black, highest rate in the country. Orlando, Florida? Oh, Drugi, I thought you guys were in the LA area. You moved back to Florida in April. Okay. Yeah, and I hear you about the masks, changing it up. Yeah, at this point, I have a wardrobe of 6 different masks. I don't have, like, the medical masks. I just have reusable masks that are cloth, but they have a filter lining. And I could just, you know, basically throw them in the washing machine with my other laundry. ADR says, I'll check if I've ever played multiplayer for this. Okay. And ADR asks, I'm hearing horror stories from Florida. Yeah. Okay. No, Drew, I didn't know you guys moved back to Florida. Did you mainly do that, like, for family support because of the pregnancy, or use N95, which is very effective? Yeah. Yeah, I ended up starting using the cloth mask because the ask from our local health department early last year was for us to not buy up, you know, N95 masks because they wanted that supply to go to medical professionals. But I would assume there's more demand now. She got laid off with a great severance, and they're still paying for her insurance. And you were having trouble finding work there, so you moved back. I got you. And hey, Patrick. And you got us a 3-bed, 2-bath with a pool. Okay. For $1,300. Okay, nice. So I bet your dad's glad about that, Drugi, right? I know you guys were pretty close. How you doing today, Patrick? Well, Drugi, thanks for the update, man. I'm glad to see that you have you're on the road to recovery, and I'm really I'll be praying for you, and especially Katie. Your mom and dad are very happy you moved back. Yeah, I'm sure they are. Patrick's is all good here. All right, cool. Welcome. All right, so we just laid a new route. So let me take a look at this. I think we're gonna go with this. All right, so I just want to make sure all my stops are within the 3 neighborhoods they wanted us to see. Because I had one that was outside, but yeah, this is Oakwood, West Oakwood, and Highlander Park. Katie and I are going to be needing therapy after this, PTSD type of stuff. Yeah. Just giving the update. No, you didn't bring anything down, Drugi. I'm glad. Thank you for giving us the update. Like I said, I kind of had my own medical hiatus this year. Like I said, I was off for 8 months. I literally, my last stream was like December 4th or something like that. And I had a number of people, you know, reach out to me eventually after, you know, on DMs, on Discord and stuff like that, because I was offline for 8 months, and after a couple months, people are like, what happened to your stream? Are you okay? Are you coming back? And I was like, you know, I mean, and most of the people who were regulars in my community knew that, you know, I had been diagnosed with prostate cancer a couple years ago. But up to that point, it wasn't affecting my stream. But then once, you know, we decided to get more aggressive treatment, and, you know, I was hearing about the side effects I was going to undergo and all that kind of stuff. Plus, I was still working, you know, full time while doing all that. I had daily radiation, plus I had to work every day, you know. And the fatigue that comes with that, and then all the other side effects that come with it. And I was like, something's got to give, and what gave was my stream. Thankfully, it's usually very treatable. Yeah. And I don't take that for granted because also Leon Spinks died of that last year. So the key there is, you know, would help work in my favor is if you catch it early enough. And, you know, before it metastasizes, right? So, and then in my case, I had some very cutting edge medical science working for me. Always count your blessings, exactly. And yeah, I had basically a treatment that basically the guy who pioneered the treatment they used on me was, he created this treatment. He's the #1 expert in the entire country in using it. I can't remember the name of the treatment, but the brand name they kind of use for it is called Cyberknife. And he has like 10 years experience on it. He's an ex-Navy doctor, U.S. Navy doctor, and he pioneered this treatment 10 years ago, whereas the next leading expert in the country maybe has 2 years of experience in it. So he was always confident, him and his staff, and he would like, you know, based on your case and based on the history, you know, we're going to take care of you. And he was right. He was right to be confident the whole time. So I definitely counting my blessings. I'm glad to be here, you know. And, you know, Droogie, also, I don't know if you knew, we lost our mod. I don't know if you remember my mod Daffy's. We lost him late last year to colon cancer. So, yeah, I'm happy, definitely counting my blessings to be fortunate. But, yeah, it's stuff you never take for granted, you know. Katie's parents approved some experimental treatments for her while she was intubated. Yeah. Yeah, that's good. They have a lot of experience at this point with prostate cancer. Yeah. Yeah, it's among the more curable forms, depending on, you know, like I said, if you catch it early enough and it doesn't metastasize to other organs. But again, like I said, Leon Spinks died of prostate cancer last year. And, you know, here's a guy who was rich and famous, right? And, you know, if they couldn't save him, that means you still, you know, you can't take stuff for granted, you know. But, all right. But, yeah, people who had all right, would you like to automatically assign available buses to this route? Well, I don't have a bus available to this route, so no. Take nothing for granted now, exactly. Means nothing if you don't go to the doctor, exactly. No, I mean, that's the type of thing I always keep up on my health, and I remember, you know, because I'm in a high-risk group being African-American, I started getting screenings for that earlier than they recommend for, you know, non-African Americans. And so I remember my primary care doctor, you know, years ago was like, well, we're kind of seeing some elevation in, you know, in this measurement, but it's nothing critical. We're going to keep an eye on it. And then after a couple of years, he was like, this is getting up there. We got to get you to a specialist. So if I, you know, hadn't been getting annual screenings, I probably would be screwed, you know, right now. But it also helps that I had a doctor I really trusted, you know. A lot of people don't go to doctors because they don't have a doctor they like. If you don't have a guy you trust, you're not going to be inclined to take advantage of, you know, those services, right? So I understand some people don't trust doctors in general, but if you have a doctor that you don't really like going to, my advice is find another doctor. Keep shopping doctors until you find somebody you like, you trust, that, you know, you can relate to, who can relate to you, who doesn't talk down to you, you know, things like that. And I felt like I had that, so that helped. Glad you're okay. Yeah, you too, Droogie. Thank you, man. But yeah, people who had, you know, like I said, they reached out to me by DMs and stuff, you know, after a couple months, like, what happened? Are you okay? I would tell them what was up because it wasn't a secret or anything, because most of my community kind of knew. But I just said, you know, as far as my stream goes, I'm putting all that on the back burner. And I just wanted to get it all behind me before I came back to streaming. So, you know, a few weeks ago, I got a clean bill of health as far as, you know, my post-treatment screenings and everything. So Finally came back last 2 Sundays ago. Trigger said I actually managed to play some games today. Oh, that's good. That's a good sign. You play anything cool? ADR says, yeah, I have a friend who went through that a few years ago. He's in his mid-80s. His dad died from prostate cancer, so they always monitored it and caught it early. Yeah. You do screenings in a few years. You'll be 43 next Sunday. Okay. Yeah, I think I started getting my screenings at either 40 or 45. I forget exactly which one now. But again, it's because African Americans is one of the high risk groups for that, so I started my screenings early. Left 4 Dead 2 is my go-to time killer. Oh yeah, I just picked up Left 4 Dead 2 on a Steam sale a couple weeks ago. It was only $1.99. So yeah, I just grabbed that. Maybe we could play together sometime, Droogie. I had used to play Left 4 Dead 1 with my buddy for years, but I never did pick up Left 4 Dead 2. But yeah, for $1.99, I kind of couldn't pass it up. But yeah, even though I had been diagnosed with that ADR, like I said, 2 years ago, one of the things they told you is at a certain point, the cure can be worse than the disease. So, long story short, they put me as a recommended candidate for what they call active surveillance. Because they say in some cases what can happen is you can have a small amount of the cancer develop, but if it's not aggressive and it's not threatening to continue to grow and expand and metastasize, men can often live that way for a decade or more without needing more aggressive treatment. So they put you on active surveillance, which is more frequent screenings, but without having to go through any of the, radiation, surgery, any other types of treatments. And sometimes, men can live like that normally for the rest of their life without it threatening their health. So I did that for the first year after my diagnosis, but like I said, late last year, mine, basically started to develop in a way they weren't happy with, and so that's when they finally, recommended I go for a cure, and luckily it worked out in my favor, because they cured it. They just go cyberknife immediately? Okay. Yeah, so they don't treat that with chemo unless it spreads to other organs. So yeah, it's either radiation or, surgery, basically cut it out. So those were the options. Cut the prostate out, Driggy said I had Left 4 Dead 2 since it came out. I still play it. I have this awesome gaming rig, most of which is pre-2013. Okay. Are you going to be playing Diablo 2? No, I'm actually, I haven't played too much of Diablo. Are you a fan? It was your life back in the day. Okay. Yeah, I tried one of Diablo's years ago, but it wasn't really my jam, so I didn't stick with it. Didn't like 3, 4, looks meh. Gotcha. Yeah, but ADR, like you were saying about your friend who went through it in his 80s, one of my things was one of the things that was part of the calculus was, actually when I was first under active surveillance, I was like, does it make sense to wait till later when I'm older and then try to fight it? Or do it now while I'm younger than I will be in 10 years, But then my condition escalated anyway, and they were like, okay, let's get more aggressive. So that decision kind of was made for me at that point. But up to that point, I was still thinking, well, maybe I want to do something about it now while I'm younger and I can recover from it, Certainly a younger man than I will be 10 years, from now, kind of thing, right? But, treatments are always changing. They're changing all the time. And even if I get a recurrence, I'll have new options when that happens. probably. Or I'll just get it cut out and that'll basically end the threat. But that comes with its own side effects, so that wasn't my first choice. But it is an option if I need to go there. Druggy says, I'm willing to bet that Diablo 2 remake outsells Diablo 4. Really? Okay. All right. All right, so we laid our route. And what I need is a new bus. How do I buy a bus? I can just buy it here, I guess. No, I want to... Wait. Okay, so there's a difference in this game. Makes more sense. You don't want to wait and it might get worse. Yeah, I mean, not get worse in the terms of it being out of control, because even waiting, your treatments remain the same, you know. But it was just, I always try to imagine myself, how would I respond to the treatment and how would I respond in recovery as an older man versus a younger man, you know. Druggy says, my sense of taste came back on Wednesday. Okay, that's good. Yeah, I have another friend of mine who said basically his sense of taste and smell still has not really recovered properly. And it's been a while. I would worry about it spreading. That would be my fear. Yes, that would always be the fear. But once you're under active surveillance, it's being monitored. Right? So if you're under active surveillance, you know, you're getting screenings, I think, in my case, I think it was 3 times a year versus once a year. So you're going to know if your condition changes, which is why my condition changed in December, and they knew it. But if you know that your surveillance is telling you that it's stable, you really don't have anything to worry about. But then my thought again was still, okay, what if it changes 5 years from now and I'm that much of an older man? How am I going to tolerate that? Druki says, I won't be going to my favorite restaurants till she's home. Okay. Life is very weird. Few things feel right. Yeah, I imagine so, man. I imagine so. It's perfectly understandable. All right, so how do I buy a bus? Let me see if I can figure that out. How do I buy a bus? Oh, wait. There's a dealership on the map. Maybe I can just go to the dealership? No. Alright, that's a paint shop. I think this is my Home Depot. E to change bus, probably. Go to the bus shop. Right, but I'm trying to figure out how do I do that. I don't know how to actually do it. I mean, the paint shop is here. That's my depot here. I know the dealership is on the map, but I don't know how to get to it. This one? Bottom right. Bottom right. Daylight stream. Hey, Spud! What have you done with the real Kojo? Right where your mouse is. This, I assume? But, I mean, I see it, but I don't know. You say go there, but what do I have to do to actually go is the thing. I don't know. I don't know what to do. How you doing today, Spud? Also, guys, while we are sitting here, a couple other quick shout-outs for ADR326, who is also a sim streamer, plays a lot of Train Sim World, who's also been doing the Bus Sim 21, and who also played Bus Sim 18 on PlayStation, and also Spud Muffin, who was doing Monster Sanctuary on the stream yesterday. Cool. Drugi said I have generalized anxiety disorder too, kind of shut down emotionally for a while. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure that's a natural coping mechanism. Drugi. You can only take so much stimulus, positive or negative, right? Oh, you're welcome. All right, so ADR is saying right, bottom right where your mouse is. So I assume this is the, like, say if this is the dealership, how do I travel there is the point. I don't know how to actually get there. I mean, obviously, I don't want to walk the whole map on foot, right? There has to be a way to travel there. I mean, I got the garage here. I can buy another one of these buses, but there should be something, say, buy a new bus, and I don't know how to do that. Drugi says, last thing I'm going to put out there, COVID is no joke. It's very real. Worst thing I've ever been through. Protect yourselves and listen to your doctors. Good advice, Drugi. Thanks for that. Yeah, I mean, I'd seen enough. I was convinced. Like I said, I would have gotten my COVID shots earlier if I was medically allowed to. And if demand hadn't been so high, I would have got mine earlier. But yeah, I mean, anybody who's still hesitant about it, just in general principle, why? I mean, we've got a sample size of millions across the globe who've had it. So, I mean, seems like to me, what else are you waiting for? Get the shot. Someone said press E on the screen to change the bus. Let's see. On the map screen, maybe? Or in the garage, you mean? E, change bus. Okay, so this... Okay, this is a list of the buses I already own. So yeah, I have 2 Citaro Ks and 1 Citaro G. But what I want to do is buy a new bus when you're at the garage. I say ask your doctor. If you don't trust your doctor, why do you go to them? Yeah. Yeah, that's what I was saying earlier. If you don't like your doctor, keep doctor shopping. Try, find a doctor you like and trust, especially. When you're at the garage, I bet you have to free roam with a bus to drive to the dealer. I would hope not. I would hope there's an easier way for me to get to the dealer and buy a bus, but let me see. So garage. So I can buy another one of the same model I'm looking at, but what I want is... There was a point early in the tutorial mode where you got a menu of all the buses for sale, and that's what I'm looking for. I'm trying to figure out how do I get there. It's got to be an easier way to do it. I just can't figure it out. So change bus, unless there's Let me try this again. Buy another. No, I don't want. I want to look at the list of buses for sale. Did you click on it? I think you can fast travel. I thought I did, but I didn't see myself. Oh, you're right. There's a fast travel button right here. Thanks, Patrick. Let me see if that works. Yeah, you're right. There it is. Thank you, Patrick. I figured it had to be a way to get there. I just didn't see that. There we go. So, see if I can shop at midnight here. There we go. Thank you, Patrick. I didn't know I could fast travel between stops like that. That's cool. Alright, so right now I have 4 buses unlocked. No, 5. So these are the first 3 that we had. So we already have 2 Sataro Ks. And then the city just gave us basically a Sataro G. This is not a Sataro G though. Or no, that's not a G. How did we get the Sataro G? It's still locked. Yeah, we just got one of these. Oh, it's unlocked. Never mind, I see it now. I can't afford another one though. Patrick says I'm where you are in the game also. Oh, okay. You lobbying for the urban way, Ole? Actually, I already knew what I was going to buy. When I came in here the first time, all we had were these first 3 buses unlocked. The Cetra, the Sataro K, and the Lion City A47. And I was trying to buy the A47 as my second bus. And somehow I ended up buying a second Sataro K. Like, I don't know, I just misclicked something. I didn't realize it until I was already on the street with it. I was like, hey, what happened to the man I was trying to buy? So I think I'm just going to buy another one of these now. Plus, I'm not sure what else I can afford more than that. Let's see. Spud said, I used to get so much reading done on buses, but now libraries are still shut and nowhere to commute. Yeah. Yeah, the first half of my career, Spud, I used to take public transit to work. So I got so much more reading done, it turns out, because I figured out I was always reading on the bus or train or whatever. And when I started working more out in the suburbs, for the other half of my career, pretty much, I had a driving commute. So I do so much less reading now because of driving than I used to. And I got like a stack of books on my Kindle that I just buy, habitually and never seem to have time to read. So I'm hoping to change that soon. I want to do a lot more reading. Because I used to love reading. I used to read a ton of stuff, and I just never have time anymore. All right, so let's take a look. So all these buses are 100K. We have 156 to spend. Then I have a new Sataro 12-meter bus for 150, and I have a Cetra also for 150. Oh, this is one of the high floor buses. So, Ole, you drive something more like this, I guess, a high floor configuration? Cetra got more seats and standing. Yeah, I bought one of those in Bus Sim 18. I wasn't too crazy about it. Well, one thing I didn't like, actually the main thing I didn't like about it was I figured out it didn't have a wheelchair ramp. Every other bus in the game had a wheelchair ramp, but the Cetra did not. So I didn't like that about it, so I ended up not using it. Matter of fact, I'd always meant to sell it, but I kind of never got around to selling it. I don't know if this one will have one or not, but yeah, I'm not too crazy about Cetras. This is a low floor model. I'm pretty sure this one does have one though. But it's kind of more the high floor stadium seating in the back behind the second door. But I'm pretty sure I'm just going to buy an A47 because that's what I meant to buy early in the tutorial, and I just kind of forgot. All right, what else we got? We got another Lion City bendy bus. And this one is 4 doors, 3 axles, and then the Lion City A23. This is the one the city just gave us. Spud says, on my last bus ride, it was passengers arguing about mask rules, and the driver too tired to intervene, so not so relaxing. Yeah, that's horrible. And that's the new man's Lion City, says Ole. Okay. So I guess the main difference between these two is capacity. This one has 152 total, and this one's not even close. And the design, okay. Actually, this one's more expensive. I was thinking they were the same price, but this one's 50 grand more. And Sataro G is the one the city just gave us for basically free, which is nice. Alright, well, I can't afford any of those anyway, so... Well, I know I'm not buying the Cetra, because I don't particularly care for this Cetra. But, we could buy the Sataro, or I could buy the Man that I started to buy early. Total capacity there is 44. Capacity on this one is 105. Since it's long run road, maybe Cetra. Yeah. I mean, what I could do is I could put the bendy bus that we just got on the long route, and then just buy this bus for the other route. I could replace it. You know, I think I'm just going to buy this for now until we have more money. And we'll just see if we can just keep making money. I'll come back and buy the more expensive ones later. But yeah, to your point, I might switch up the bus I have on the longer route. But let me grab this one now. Actually, let's test drive it first, because we get to test drive. It is nighttime. Can I... Let's do this. Alright, got some daylight out here. Let's take a look at it. Alright, let's see, so how does this work? Alright, so my lights are there. Parking brake is there. Stupid camera. Oh, it was already running. I couldn't even tell the motor was running. lights. Okay. Okay. Alright, so my ticket kiosk is a little different position than it was on the other buses. It doesn't look like I can adjust it. Alright. Also, you know what? I made a change to my hotkey for that. Let me change that back. Alright, that's what it was originally. And I think I'm going to go with what they had. Why is the ticket machine so far away in the bus? Yeah, that's what I was just thinking. Because everything else is kind of facing me more. But this one, it's, yeah, it's kind of a weird position. I don't really know why. Kind of strange. So, Spud, you said your last bus ride was not so relaxing. Was that recently? Or kind of pre-COVID type of thing? Alright, so I never got a chance to do my seat adjustments Friday. Let me see if I can figure it out now. Alright, so that's as low as I can get. That's as high as I can get. And then I can go forward and back. Okay. Alright, I guess that's about the best I can do. Oh, you know what? Somebody was also... I was on another stream last night when somebody was looking at this, and the question came up of whether or not you can do field of view adjustments. Let me take a look and see if that's a thing. No, it doesn't look like it. Oh, yes, you can, right here. Okay. First person and third person separate adjustments and the cockpit. And also support for triple monitors. That's cool. Spudget said, yeah, that was a few weeks ago. You had to go electronic shopping. Oh, okay. Is that a long bus ride for you? All right, so let me see. No, cockpit field of view is set to 90. Just out of curiosity, I'm going to increase it just to see what it looks like. Yeah, that's a bit much. Yeah, that's too much. Let me split the difference and see. It was maybe 30 minutes each way. Excuse me. All the superstores are in the suburbs, and you're closer to the center. Okay. Yeah, it's okay. I think I'll just leave it the way it was. Yeah, maybe minor adjustment. Let's see. Yeah, I'm just going to leave it. All right. No, you may not, because everybody in chat rides free. No tickets needed. Unless you just want a souvenir, then yeah, you can have one. Okay, so, you know what? On, what was it, Friday, I had made the comment that I found out that if you drive through this serpentine without touching any of the cones, you get an achievement. And I touched one cone, so I was like, oh, I guess I have to do it over again. I came back, I did it a second time, but I still didn't get the achievement. But I went back and checked later, I did get the achievement, I just didn't see it pop up. But I kind of cheated, because I did this outside. I did it with this outside view, because I didn't trust myself. But yeah. Let me see if it was no way I thought I could actually do it first person, but let me see if I could actually do it first person. Alright, so I have no idea if I was successful or not. Let's go find out. Oh, they're all still standing. I guess I did it. But yeah, I remember coming through this the first time, and I knocked over like one of these cones right here. But somehow I still got the achievement, so I don't know. Pity achievement, I guess, from the game. It's raining pretty good now. Little skylight there. Alright, well, I think I'll take it, because that's what I came here for anyway. Do you want to buy this bus for 100K? Yes. Alright, we got a new bus. Now, I want to take it, actually I want to take it to the paint shop. How do I do that? Paint shop is up here. Can I set a driving waypoint? Set marker. Hold on. Wait, did that work? Oh, yeah, it is. I got it. Beep, beep, bus time. Hey, Arthur! Yeah, doing a little earlier stream than normal. I'm trying to clear my schedule for football in the afternoon. Alright, so you can set waypoints. You just have to right-click a spot on the map, and then you can just drive the waypoint. That's good. I figured that was the reason, yeah. Yeah, opening day... Well, technically Thursday is the opening day now, but... opening day Sunday, which, you know, to be honest, I'll admit, I'm not as big a sports fan as I was for most of my life. I just got to the point in my life where they're just not important to me anymore. But I still love football. And even though I'm not fanatical about it as I was probably for most of my life as a fan, I still like opening day. So, you know, it used to be, you know, I would basically mark on the calendar opening day NFL, and, you know, I start watching games at 1 o'clock on Sunday my time, and I'll literally, you know, watch all the games all day long. So I would start, you know, if our team played at 1 o'clock, I would watch them, but then as soon as that game was over, I'd watch the 4 o'clock game. Then when that game was over, I watched the Sunday night game, and I just basically take that right into Monday night. And so that opening weekend was almost like a sports holiday for me. So, I mean, I'm not as fanatical a fan as I used to be, but, you know, I'm at least going to make sure I watch, you know, my Eagles play today. So yeah, just, you know, just did a little early stream today just to kind of get this out of the way, and clear myself some, you know, options for watching football this afternoon. So we got a wild Arthur sighting. How's his new bus sim compare? I find personally a lot of improvements over bus sim 18. So I'm already happy with my purchase, Arthur. You know, it's still not as hardcore a sim as OMSI, for example, but I'm enjoying it. Now that I'm getting used to it, I'm liking it more and more. So yeah, I'm okay with my purchase. I'm happy with it. Yeah, we're still trying to nominate a Manfred candidate in this game because we have a crap ton of new AI passengers to choose from. So there is a new Mrs. Peabody. It looks like she went through plastic surgery because she's got a younger woman's body. I'm not kidding. But you can tell in the face she's an older woman, but her body is like not like the old Mrs. Peabody. So. But you can also tell it's her because of her voice. It's the same voice. All right, let's see. So we don't have any ad wraps. Let's try another, just for saving time. Let me try another wrap. Alright, so we put this wrap on our last bus, the Sotaro G that the city awarded us for free, basically. Sorry. Again, our new city is called Angel Shores, so it looks like these wraps both advertise that, specifically Angel Shores. Some of these I can't even tell what they are. Like, I don't know what that is. What is that? I have no idea. That one almost... I'm not even sure. It looks like a dragon? I guess it's a dragon. Put the number 69 at the back. We could. Actually, you know what? I'm not sure. Can I put a decal on top of a wrap? I'm not sure if I can. And... yeah, in Bus Number 18, I think we could. We couldn't put decals on top of ad wraps. But we could put decals on top of regular wraps. So old lady has gray hair, but Xena, warrior princess under the clothes. Yeah. Exactly. I guess we can. Alright, so the thing that's a little disappointing is all these other logos are locked. So I'm disappointed by that, because I used to use the Ace of Spades symbol for my company in Bus Sim 18, but right now that logo is still locked and I don't know what it's going to take for me to unlock it. So in the meantime, what I've been doing is just been spelling out, and I forget who recommended it. Ace. See what kind of colors we can put on it. Well, actually, I'm going to just change the colors until I know if I'm keeping this wrap. So we'll just do that real quick. So a placeholder for future logos. Wow, and this paint shop music is for the birds, man. We used to have much better menu music in Bus Sim 18. A69. We need some type of snap to grid for these realignments, but that's the best I can do eyeballing it. Alright, let's look at the other reps. I kind of, actually now that I've had this up long enough, I'm kind of liking this red livery with the dragon. So we got a nice pride livery. I've seen some other streamers using this. That's pretty cool. I don't know what that is. What is that? Kind of funky. Some kind of... oh, I can kind of read it now. Angel Shores, it says. Oh, okay, I see it. Let's see what else we got. St. Anthony. I think that's one of our neighborhoods. That's not bad. I don't know if I like the roof so much, but I like the sides. Anything else? The hell is that? It's a cat, and what else? Well, this is a city of cat lovers, which is a weird thing about it. Everybody in the city has cats, but nobody has a dog. So I don't know if I can trust people like that. Alex Catfetter, it says. I have no idea what that means. What else we got here? Oakwood. That's kind of festive. I like that. I mean, the logo on this side is kind of aggressive. It's like in your face. A little more toned down on this side. No, I kind of like it though. And we got a lot more to unlock apparently. You know, and I think I'm gonna just go with the dragon one. Let me recolor these. Actually, you know what? I don't have that many color choices yet, so I don't know if this is gonna pay. Not really much to choose from. I guess that. And then the border we can change. Yeah, I'm just going to leave a border. I don't think it's worth changing. Alright, we're going to go with that for our new bus. For now. Atha says, is the city supposed to be based on anywhere in the real world? Yes, part of it is actually based on San Francisco's Chinatown. But I'm not sure about the rest of it. Because there's technically two cities. There's one, the one we're starting in is supposed to be a fictitious United States city. And the other one that we have to unlock is a European city, which is technically the map from the older game, Bus Sim 2018. But for some reason it's locked when you start the game, even though it was the original city. Or at least it was based on the original city. But yeah, when they were developing the game, they said that they did say that their Chinatown was based on San Francisco's Chinatown. So I haven't been to Chinatown in so long in San Francisco. I don't remember how it looks, so I can't judge that part. But that was something that they said, I believe. All right. So what does that cost? That's only a $1,300 upgrade. That's actually not bad. The last bus we wrapped, the upgrade was $6,000. Well, actually, no. It was $1,000 for the wrap and then the interior. I forgot about the interior. The interior was like $5,000. So let's see about the other interiors. That's a good match. This bus needs an electric guitar standing on top. You volunteering, Spud? We'll go with that one. I like that. That matches the exterior. But yeah, it added. Now we're up to $6,300 in upgrades. Spud, do you play guitar or anything like that? Any musical instruments? Just out of curiosity. All right, we're doing it. We did it. A few piano and oboe lessons when you were little. Okay. Yeah, I played piano starting from when I was little too, but like a knucklehead, I gave it up when I was a teenager because I was too cool to practice, man. And now I feel like the biggest smacked ass in the world because I realized how talented I used to be. And I gave that up like a friggin' idiot. But I also play bass guitar, which I haven't touched in years. I haven't touched it. I don't know. I can't even tell you the last time I even looked at my bass. I always joke that if I open the case, I'll just probably find sawdust at this point. Sawdust and string wire. And I always wanted to learn trumpet. But at the time, I could never afford a trumpet. But my uncle had one, but he wouldn't let me borrow it to take lessons with it, so I never got that. And I actually took some flute lessons. And I used to dabble in a number of other musical instruments, but adulting, right? I just never found the time to really keep up with those things as hobbies as I got deeper into my career. So. Big mood, happy? I don't know, what do you guys think? I think it looks cool. I like it. I like it. Forgot to test the ramp. Spud says, would play rock band with Kojo and Atha. Cool. Yeah, I would be intimidated to perform in public anymore. I haven't touched anything, any of my instruments in so long. Because like I said, right now I still have an electric bass. And I also have an old electric keyboard I bought years and years ago when I was old enough to realize what I threw away by stopping practicing piano lessons, and I tried to get it back to a degree, but I just never did. Eth says I used to be pretty good at Guitar Hero. Yeah, yeah, everybody was good at Guitar Hero at one point, right? That game was huge. All right, so we got that in place. Let's assign it to a route. Now, to Olay's point, I think what I want to do is I want to switch routes from the one bus to our new route. And then put this bus on the route that is going to replace it. Now, if I could just remember how to do that. Still learning, guys. Learning. Alright, select route. Let's start there. So route 2 is where we put the bendy bus, but I want to switch this bus to route 2. So how do I do that? Story says I was not good at Guitar Hero. Lies, Story. I believe you were a Guitar Hero goddess, Story. You're good at everything, right? But I could DDR like there was no tomorrow. How you doing, Story? Story writer. Spud, I'm ashamed that I had to sound out all 4 syllables until I realized what you were going for there. Alright, alright, let me think. So, just a minute ago, somebody had to help me figure out how to assign a bus to a route. And now I've forgotten already because old man brain is real, y'all. And so is stream brain. Story says, okay, waiting for the coffee to bring me to life. Cool. So, I forgot how to do this already. So I picked a route. Is it in? Oh, I remember now. It's in the schedule. It's in the actual timetable, rather. So, yeah, so you just click assign bus, either peak time or full time, which is weird, but So here I can pick the other bus to be... Wait a minute. Where's the man bus? Oh, here. Oh, they broke them down by brand. That's weird. So I want to assign this one. And then I want to unassign the other one. Or how do I unassign it? Alright, so this one's on Route 2. This one still says Route 2, but how do I make it not be on Route 2? Or maybe I can just assign it to the other route. Story, I heard you guys had a nice hike yesterday. You liking the area that you guys are in now? Pretty good. All right, let me see if I can figure that out. So back. So now I want to assign the bendy bus to Route 4 is what I want to do. So timetable, full-time bus, this one. Accept. Did that work? Yes. This is on Route 1, this is on Route 3, this is on Route 4. Oh my God, I thought I was going to bake. Okay. Yeah, I heard it was hot. So, I heard it was hot and you guys cut it short, I guess. Alright, so that's good. That's what I wanted. Alright. Slowly but surely, I'm figuring it out. Okay. But what we want to do is we want to drive the new route. And even though I've assigned the other bus to this route, I want to drive our new bus on the new route. So let's do that. And I can just say drive now, I believe. And I can just pick a bus. So we're going to pick our man bus. And now I have to get there and start the route. Alright, so we are... Oops. No, I don't want to do that. So we're here at the paint shop. And I have to drive to... Where's our first stop for this route? Crap. Oh, it's here. This is our first stop. I think I can fast travel, though, if Patrick is correct. Although, we fast traveled on foot. I don't know if I can fast travel on a bus, but let's find out. Where am I? Oh, I'm here. I just had to make a U-turn. Okay. Alright, so we're going to run that in a second, guys. We're going to take a quick break. I will be back in a minute. Thanks for hanging out. Alright, so we're back where we left off. It did save the exact point where I was, which is nice. But yeah, that's weird. I guess we got lucky Friday when I streamed this. We went through 4.5 hours. And did not have a crash during the stream, and it was only until I ended basically services and I went back to the main menu and I was wrapping my stream up, and then the game crashed. So I've noticed there's some kind of weird thing where if you sit on the main menu too long, eventually you get an Unreal Engine crash, but it seems like once you kind of get into gameplay itself, it seems to be okay. Just crashes if you sit on the main menu. It's kind of weird. So, I don't know. All right. See if we can, actually I can't. I was going to see if I could try to get a U-turn there, but I don't think I can. Not enough room. Maybe I can do one here. Let's see. If I have enough room. There we go. Alright, is this my stop? Oh, you know what? I didn't actually pick the route I'm trying to drive. I'm trying to drive the, Route 4. Oh, not that one. The Route 4. That's what I want.
This route is great. The restaurants in Chinatown are seeing more business than ever.
One of the business owners in Oakwood approached us, asking about advertising on our buses. I've invited Ted over to help us out with this.
I've already had a look at his request.
Wow, made money. I didn't even do anything yet.
As soon as you're ready, just visit a paint shop and place the ad on one of your buses. The business's paychecks will start showing up every payday. If more businesses
Let's
approach
try that
us,
again.
I'll send you a notification. Oh no, I left my ticket in my other pants.
Oh, got a wheelchair passenger. See if I can get the route up, the ramp out for him. Or her. In the meantime, these guys need tickets.
I'd like to buy a ticket. Thanks.
Alright, so this is kind of weird. The, with the ticket
There it is.
kiosk being in that position, I can't actually see the person I'm selling the ticket to, so that's unusual.
Of course. Here you go.
Wait a second. There.
Just got a text. What is Beethoven's favorite fruit? A banana.
Alright, so apparently I'm driving what's called an out-of-hours route, which means I'm not driving to the program schedule. This is, I guess, a supplemental run. But in the meantime, would you please stop bugging me about the other one? Plus N to take over. I don't want to take it over. I'm driving this. Dude, Dude, you didn't see me coming. Come on, man. Big bus in your way, you're just gonna try to bogart a bus? Come on, man.
Oh, eating that burrito was a terrible mistake.
We don't want to hear about that.
Sure thing.
What's that smell? It smells like ice cream.
What? I don't know. She got on the bus talking about eating a burrito was a bad idea, so I don't think we want to know more about that. I'm Neil. Anyway, welcome back, Story and other folks. Man, these people are like rude. So for those who didn't hear, basically the game crashed while I was sitting on pause, and it took OBS with it. So I had to restart the stream.
It's such a nice community.
Which is weird. But yeah, I've seen these Unreal Engine crashes happen before, as recently as last weekend, and then they end up taking either part of Windows down or take OBS down with it.
Kind of windy outside.
It's just kind of weird.
May I have a ticket, please?
Yes, you may have a ticket.
May I have a ticket, please? Thanks.
Close the doors. Oh.
Of course. Here you go.
Oh, she didn't have a ticket. Shame, lady. Shame. Got to see your ticket already?
You saw my ticket already.
Yeah, I did. So I got some traffic down in this part of the city. Oh, there's our other bus, the Bendy bus that we assigned to the route, the one that's supposed to be driving this route.
As a librarian, I've always loved the smell of books.
Also, Story, if you don't mind me asking, how's the new job hunt going? Any luck? And if you don't want to talk about it, that's fine too. Is this my stop? It is not. Keep going. Find out next week if you got the new job. Oh, or the week after. Oh, good. Good luck. So at least it means you found something you like, right? Not sure if you want it though. Oh, okay. Supposed to move to a new job at the current company October 15th. Oh, okay. Either option would be okay. But the new one pays significantly more. Good. Well, good luck. It's nice to have options. That's exciting. No complaints. Yeah. Oh, I know this part of the city. I've been here before. That part that we started at, not so much. Oh. Very fortunate, yeah. And hey, Trucker John! My God, it's that Kojo bloke. Allegedly. I can neither confirm nor deny. How you doing, John? I'm doing good. I'm doing very well, thank you.
Perfect.
Why are you asking me again?
There it is, again.
What? Oh, here you go.
She's got a mask. Look at that. Her mask matches her blouse.
I'll never go on foot again.
Looks
Take me
like,
the
story says, looks like you're
so
driving around
much
some weird green city modeled after Palm Springs. Oh, okay.
Where is it? Ah, here you go.
Yeah, I mean, very well could be, story. They did say that, well, this is supposed to be a U.S. city. Fictitious, but modeled after parts of real cities. So very well could be. Part of Palm Springs. I don't really know. I've never been to Palm Springs, so I don't really know what it looks like. But I do know the Chinatown area was modeled after San Fran, but that's all. That's all I can identify. Or report anyway, because I can't say that I personally recognize it. Trucker John says, hopefully I'll be back streaming soon. Good. That's good, John.
If I win the lottery tonight, I'm going to buy a wonderful villa in Lakeside View.
Yeah, I only started streaming again 2 weeks ago today, John.
On my way.
Whoops, I didn't mean to do that.
I've got them. What? You know? The handcuffs. See you in a bit. Love you.
Oh, that's the end of the route. Okay. I was a little raggedy, but still getting the hang of it. John says I got my double monitor stand now, my system deck. My stream deck. Nice. Any idea what you plan on streaming, John? Boy, we made a fat payday here, 55K. So what did I do wrong? So 1 indicator on my driving straight, 3 stops too late, and 1 accident. Okay. I did not cause an accident. They ran into me.
All Directions Love Bug was stuck in my head for hours, only to be replaced by Hey Hey Hey.
Okay, so my daily earnings are increasing quickly. That's good. I mean, it should be. We got 5 buses in service now. And hello, Das! How you doing, Das?
I'd like to see a concert in person one of these days.
Into me.
The sound is so
What?
much better
What,
in
LA?
real life than recorded.
What is that? John says you're going to be doing Farm Sim 19, Euro Truck, and ATS, all the norms. Okay.
I overslept again yesterday. No, she was...
All right, so we'll do a shout out for our buddy Trucker John B, who is a IRL truck driver.
People always look
Another
at
fine
me strange when I
UK
walk
streamer. And John is ready to for his new and improved stream. So cool.
I still listen to the Son of Norse soundtrack. when I
Das
work.
says sick, but all right overall. Oh, sorry to hear that, Das.
I heard those guys now do those bus simulator games.
But welcome.
It's
Also,
not that easy to get breakfast bacon
for that matter,
perfectly crispy.
I'm going to shout out also for, on behalf of Das Tebbers, the Der Tebbers stream that she streams. She shares the channel with her better half, Der Tebbers. So definitely throw them a follow. Oh, you're welcome, John. Dara's enjoying me being mute today and yesterday. I bet. Does. We stream on 1 channel just to be confusing, yeah. 2 for the price of 1, I say. Cheers to you. Okay. Yeah, you guys are just in time for probably the end of my stream. Streamed a little bit earlier today to clear my schedule for an afternoon of NFL football, so I can indulge in my annual opening day football orgy, so to speak.
I heard that there's an animated spin-off of Spring of Affection in the works.
And unfortunately, we had a little bit of a crash right before I drove this service, so I can't tell any more how long I was streaming before that. At least over 2 hours, I guess. So I am not sure if I'm
noticing a strange
I'm going to be streaming any more this evening, for example. It depends. If the mood strikes me, I might actually throw in a little bit of maybe a bonus stream later, but you know, no promises. But we'll see. But yeah, I just started streaming Das Bus Sim 21 on Friday, and so this is only my second day. Excuse me, streaming it. So far, so good though. I'm enjoying it. And this is our brand new bus that we just bought. And I'm not sure exactly what the heck this is supposed to be, but it was colorful, so we grabbed it. So in the meantime, let's turn over our new bus to an AI and have them drive it away. Put that sucker to work. Hey, that guy looks just like me. He's even wearing what I'm wearing. His hair is a different color, though. Yeah, it's a nice looking bus. I like it. IRL comes first, all good. Alright. So, yeah, I'm still getting used to the game. This is it's a nice new city that we have. So it's got a weird quirk in that it crashes when I sit on the main menu. I was on a pause a little bit earlier, and you know, took a little quick break, and when I came back, the game had crashed, and it also, unfortunately, it crashed OBS with it. So that's why it looks like I've only been streaming like 25 minutes. But we were running, I don't know, 2+ hours before that, 2.5 hours maybe. So basically, I'm gonna go to the main menu and then cross my fingers that I can gracefully exit the game. Yeah, bugs. Yeah, it just came out Tuesday. But it's like, if you sit on the main menu, I get Unreal Engine crashes. But if you go to the main menu and then immediately get into your game, it seems like it's fine. So, they've already had 2 hot fixes. One the night that it came out on Tuesday, and they had another one, I think, Thursday night. Yeah, that's a little, you know, a little discouraging. But you know, I know they're working on it, so I'm okay with it. I'm enjoying the game so far. Yeah, so this screen, if I leave it sitting here, it'll crash eventually. So I'm gonna get out of here gracefully, if I can.
You're breathtaking. You're all breathtaking.